Hey, love bug. Everything okay? What are you doing awake? Oh, was it the thunder and lightning? Did it scare you? Oh, poor baby. Yeah, you can hop into bed with us every once in a while. Just go slow and quiet so we don't wake them up. Okay? Yeah, there's room for Mr. Emo the elephant. He's always welcome to the party right between us, so long as he can keep quiet too. It's the bedtime, you know. There, is that better? Feel safe and cozy. Good. Then let's try to go back to sleep, okay? We've got a big day at the aquarium tomorrow, and you need all your energy to see all that we want to see. Dear, don't worry. The aquarium isn't like the zoo. It's all inside, so the rain won't be a problem. I promise. I can't imagine the animals would be afraid. They love water so much. They live in it. Besides, I imagine that they can't hear the thunder very well from inside their fangs, you know. So the sharks and the turtles and the fish will be just fine. Oh yeah, and the seahorses too. Of course, can't forget them. Oh, the longer you are up, the harder it will be for you to get back to sleep, dear. So you can have one bedtime story, okay? Alright, want me to go grab one of your books? Well, I can make up something, sure. One Love Bug original coming right up. Are you ready? Is Mr. Emo ready? Alright then, let's see. Once upon a time, there was a great scholar. Oh, a scholar's like a teacher. It's someone whose whole job is to learn things, and then they usually teach other people to be scholars too. Uh, y- yeah, like to at school, exactly. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a great scholar. They loved books and knowledge and learning more than anything else in the whole wide world. More than they love food or the bed or even other people. They loved books so much. They lived in a lonely tower filled to the brim with them. Every wall lined with the things the scholars spent their days alone with the pencils and paper and shells until one morning they heard a commotion outside the tower. Well, I can't make the commotion sound silly. We don't want to wake anyone up, nor do we, dear? You'll have to use your own imagination for that bit. It's an interactive story, dear. Interactive means you play a part in it too, like you might have to imagine some things for yourself. You interact with it, get it? Good. Now where was I? Oh yes, the commotion. The scholar hears something going on outside, so they peek their head out onto the window, look down and spot the most beautiful fairy that's ever walked the earth. So beautiful, like every other story you've heard, but better. Sparkling eyes, glittery wings, a smile that outshines the sun. They are a sight to behold, and behold is exactly what the scholar does when the fairy flies up to the window. In their face, there we are, the fairy says. I was starting to think no one actually lived in this dusty place. Who are you? What are you doing in here? I read, the scholar says. All day? The fairy asks. The scholar says, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a lot of books in the world. The fairy bold and bright and again incredibly beautiful passes in through the window, passes the scholar into the tower and says, "Prove it." They fly up and up, past the stairs, high into the shelves, too fast to read the spines. "That's a lot of books," they say. The scholar says, "Now you see why it takes a lot of time. I have a lot to get through." "When you've read all the books," the fairy asks, "and you learn everything inside of them, what do you do?" "Well," the scholar says, "I go on and read some more." The fairy, flitting 2 stories above, scoffs and drops a book into the scholar's hands. "That's dumb," they say. "What's the point of learning about the planet and the stars and the plants if you're not going to do anything with it or tell anyone?" The scholar shrugs, putting away the book in its alphabetical place. "I've never had anyone to tell." And the fairy stops flapping their wings, dropping through the air into the scholar's waiting arms. "Oh, don't be stupid," they say with a mischievous grin. "You have me." So the fairy comes back every day through the window, asking the scholar what they know and what they've learned today, even if it's subjects the fairy doesn't care about, like entomology or ancient Mesopotamia or the history of soccer. The fairy listens, they ask questions. They then come back the next day and ask more questions, bring gifts and fresh apples and water from the nearby spring. The fairy also teaches the scholar things they can't find in the books, like what the trees smell like when the seasons change, the sound of squirrels make when they wake up, the warmth of the morning sun on their face. One day, the fairy says, "I don't want to just tell you about these things. I want to show you them. I want to experience them with you, share them with you. We could do that together if you came outside with me." The scholar says, "I haven't been outside in so long. I don't know if I know what to do out there. I'm scared." "It's okay to be scared," the fairy says. "I'll protect you. I know what I'm doing. This is literally my neck of the woods. I'll keep you safe. Will you come out with me? Will you trust me?" And the scholar, who has come to love someone more than the books, more than they thought they could ever love, says, "Yes." The fairy takes the scholar's hand, pulls them close, and jumps out of the window so they can fly off together into the sunshine. Then they lived happily ever after. The end. Good night, love bug. I knew you were awake. Yes, I did. Oh dear, you stopped snoring. You do snore loud too, less like a fairy and much more like a monster. Maybe I should wake the kiddo up and issue a correction. Oh, did you like the story? It was easy to come up with. I had quite the inspiration. You would like the part where I called you beautiful. The scholar is not a lame as nerd. They are goal-oriented and intellectual. Need anything before you go back to sleep? I can get you some water or tea or anything. Alright then, let's turn back in. Big day of fish and chasing the little menace around. Oh, I love you. Good night. Oh, you need a bedtime story on too. Well, once upon a time, a really hot, like smoking hot fairy snored so loud, the enchanted forest shook. Shh, you'll wake the kiddo up.